Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy. Today we're going to have a face-off between probably two of the most popular smartphones on the planet, the Apple iPhone 4 and HTC's Desire. We're going to kick this off going through the specifications, and we're going to take a look at the compare the user interface on the two of these, take a look at some still shots as well as video of both of them, do a little navigation test, watch a couple YouTube videos, do a little speed test, and then finish this off by comparing the web applications on the two of them. For my winner, head to smartphoneenvy.com and there's a written review. I'll also have the photos that were taken by both the cameras posted there as well. So if you want to find out who I thought was the winner, head on over there. Alright, let's kick this off. Both of these phones are quad band GSM. The iPhone 4 is also quad band 3G. The Desire is dual band 3G, runs on the 900 and 2100 frequencies. As far as weight, iPhone 4 weighs in at 137 grams. The Desire weighs in at 135 grams. So very similar in weight. Build quality, both of the phones are very, very solid, built very well. iPhone 4 composite glass on the front and back, and you've got a nice metal rim that encompasses the entire perimeter of the phone. On the Desire, you've got high-grade plastic around the display, also a nice metal rim that encompasses the entire phone. You've got soft rubberized texture coating here down at the bottom around the keys, and again on the back a nice soft rubberized texture coating as well. Taking a look around the phones on the bottom of the iPhone 4, you've got the speaker and microphone along with the port for charging, syncing, and transferring data. Left-hand side, volume buttons up and down along with their mute switch. On top, 3.5mm headphone jack along with the power and lock key, and on the right hand side the cover for the SIM card slot. On the Desire, on the bottom is the microphone and micro USB port. Left hand side is the volume rocker up and down. On top is the power and lock key as well as the 3.5mm headphone jack. Alright, on the back of these two, they both offer 5 megapixel cameras with autofocus, LED flash, and geotagging. The iPhone 4 also offers touch focus. Both of these handsets shoot 720p video at 30 frames per second. Both of them have video lights. The iPhone 4 also offers video geotagging. Underneath the battery covers, the iPhone 4 has a 1420 milliamp battery. It's rated at 14 hours of talk time on 2G, 7 hours of talk time on 3G. The Desire, 1400 milliamp battery. It's rated at 6 hours and 40 minutes of talk time on 2G, 6.5 hours of talk time on 3G. Also underneath the battery cover on the Desire is a micro SD card slot. The battery does need to be removed to replace or exchange the micro SD card. Alright, let's take a look at displays on these two. On the iPhone 4, you've got a 3.5-inch capacitive Retina touchscreen display showing 640 by 960 pixels, offers multi-touch, accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, as well as a 3-axis gyro sensor. On the Desire, you've got a 3.7-inch capacitive AMOLED touchscreen display showing 480 by 800 pixels. It also offers multi-touch, accelerometer sensor, and proximity sensor. As far as different keys, on the iPhone 4 you have a single key at the bottom. On the HTC Desire you have three physical keys: search and back key, main menu key, home key, and an optical trackball for navigation. Memory, on the iPhone 4 you've got 512 megabytes of RAM. Comes in two different versions, one with 16 gigabytes of internal storage and one with 32 gigabytes of internal storage. HTC Desire, 576 megabytes of RAM, 512 megabytes of ROM. Internal storage can be expanded an additional 32 gigabytes through the use of micro SD cards. Both of the phones offer Wi-Fi 802.11b and G. The iPhone 4 also offers Wi-Fi N. Both of the phones have Bluetooth version 2.1 with support for A2DP. Both of the phones have GPS with support for AGPS. The HTC Desire can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot. There is a front-facing camera on the iPhone 4 that can be used for video calls via Wi-Fi. They both operate on 1 gigahertz processors. The iPhone 4, Apple's A4, which has been clocked down, and on the HTC Desire, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 1 gigahertz processor. Operating system on the iPhone 4 is iOS 4.1. And on the Desire, it's Android 2.2 Froyo with HTC Sense UI overlay. All right, let's run a couple YouTube videos on both of these, and I'll try and kick them off at the same time. I think that was pretty close.
Room service. Room service.
Can you put it over by the window? Can you put it over by the window?
All right, there's been a lot of controversy about the iPhone 4 doesn't start automatically, and obviously you can see it does. Let's try one more. Again, I think that was pretty close.
Adriano Gagliani ti ha passato un telefono, era forse il presidente Berlusconi che ha voluto dirti qualcosa?
Sì, mi ha dato complimenti, era contento soprattutto per la squadra e poi anche per me, mi ha dato saluti e complimenti.
Si dice sempre che tu non sei decisivo in Champions.
Alright, so there's a look at a couple of YouTube videos on both of these handsets. Alright, let's do a little navigating with these two handsets. We'll start with the Desire. Navigate to Starbucks. I guess once the GPS locks, you'll get voice turn by turn. And based on where I'm located, it's pretty hard to get GPS. There we go.
Turn left at Cutting Way, then turn left at Lawrence Road.
So there's the navigation on the Desire. On the iPhone 4, we're going to go into Google Maps. I'm going to do a search. There's Starbucks. Gives us our location. Tap on that. Directions from here. Route. And it shows us our route. And we can either have it via walk, bus, or car. We'll stick with car. We'll start. And basically you'll read your directions up here, pushing the arrow. And it shows you how to get there. So there you go. There's your navigation on the iPhone 4 and HTC Desire. All right, let's run our little unofficial speed test between these two handsets, and we'll start off just by opening up messaging. Alright, and again, I closed all the background tasks on both of these before we started this. Let's try Maps, and again we want to open the application and lock on the location. And I think, again, the Desire was a little quicker. I think the iPhone 4 definitely opened up the application faster, but locking on the location was quicker on the Desire. Let's go to Flickster on both of these. Alright, let's play a preview on both of them as well. And for those of you that say that the iPhone 4 doesn't start videos without pushing the forward key, there you go.
Excuse me, I would like to start with your abduction.
4 men made me open the safe. They took me as a hostage.
Were you able to see?
Alright. Let's go back to the home page on both. Alright, and let's open up the gallery on both of these as well. Galleries. Okay, here we go. That was pretty much of a draw. So anyway, there's a look at opening up a few applications on these two handsets to see which one is quicker.